Alright, guys, we are starting day 6 of my Persona 4 Golden real-time playthrough. So now we're going to be starting up April 16th in just a moment. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So let's go ahead and rest. We're going to have to watch the Midnight Channel, but we did that yesterday. And so we're just going to go ahead, skip through this, and pick up when we get synced up with today. So watching the cutscene, put our hand through the TV, the usual. And then that's right, we have to talk with Igor and his limo for a bit. So we're gonna go ahead, go through that. He's talking with me about like making bonds and relationships, and not something you really want to talk with an old guy in his limo about when you're physically asleep. So, but now we're back to the next day, going
Yo,
back to school.
you saw what was on last night, right? I couldn't tell who it was, but if someone's shown up on TV, we can't ignore it. Let's go check it out after school. Maybe Teddy can tell us something. If it turns out someone was thrown in again, there really might be a culprit behind all this. Even if it is something about that place that's killing the victims. If someone's using that world as a weapon, that's unforgivable. We need to find the culprit, no matter what it takes. There's no way the police can do it. Who'd believe that the murderer kills people by throwing them into the TV?
Let's see, we got a few options. Let's go ahead and do... I want to keep my word too, just try to sound a bit more noble and respectable.
Totally. A promise is a promise. You know, I tried sticking my head in the TV last night the way you did, and it actually worked. I think I can do that now because I have the same power. Persona, wasn't it? Could be that we got this gift from someone specifically so we could solve the case. Then again, you managed to go inside the TV and get your persona first. I feel like as long as you're with me, I can find the culprit and crack this case. Well, let's do our best.
I see subtle product placement. Even with so much mystery swirling around, Yosuke is trying his hardest to move on. You sense a faint stirring of friendship between you and Yosuke. So, as I was mentioning, the subtle product placement, the bike he rides is Atlas brand. This so happens to be the name of the developer of this game. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Magician Arcana. As you form a bond with Yosuke, you feel the power in your heart strengthening. You recall Igor's words.
The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds. As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop. The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
Social links. Is this the bond? Is this bond with Yosuke what Igor is talking about? You have established the Yosuke Hanamura as social link of the Magician Arcana. Yosuke's determination in battle has been enhanced. Yosuke can now wake up a knocked down ally during battle. Your ally may help someone who is knocked down get back on their feet. You know, I'm a little disappointed when it says like thou art I am thou, that like whole paragraph. In Persona 5, it's voiced, and so it sounds a bit more impressive and cool than just like me reading out this like Shakespearean English. I am thou, thou art I.
No. At least I haven't seen her today.
Oh man, what should I do? Hey, is that stuff you were talking about for real? You know, all that about how people showing up on the Midnight Channel is related to that other world.
Oh, we were just talking about that. We're thinking of checking it out later.
The person on TV yesterday? I think it was Yukiko. That kimono looked like the one she wears at the inn, and she wore it during that interview a few days ago, too. I got worried, so I emailed her last night, but she hasn't responded. I called her earlier in the evening, though, and she said she'd be at school today.
Calm down. We get the picture. And you still haven't heard from her?
No.
You summed up the information you gained in that other world for GA.
What's that supposed to mean? Wait, are you saying Yukiko was thrown in there?
We don't know yet for sure. We should check to see if she's safe first. Give her another call.
Alright, pretty long tone dial.
No good.
Not a good
Her
sign.
voicemail picked up. She's not answering.
Are you serious? Then is Yukiko-san inside that place?
Stop it. Something must have come up, like an errand or something. Oh, or she might be helping at the inn. She wouldn't be able to answer herself if that's it.
Yeah, but would she skip school for that?
Well, I'll give the inn a call. I've got the number here somewhere. Come on, Yukiko. Pick up. Oh, is this Yukiko? Thank God she's there. I see. Nah, it was nothing. I'll email you again later.
Yeah, you can tell the game's a little dated when they're like, oh, this
She
is an
was over at
emergency,
the
like,
inn.
I'll reach out to
She
you.
said
I'll send
they
you
had
an
a big
email.
group
It's like,
reservation and she had to
all
help
right.
out. Yeah. Now that I think about it, this has happened before too. At least once a year. She said she'll be at the inn tomorrow too. For crying out loud, Yosuke, you got me worried over nothing. She was totally fine. And you were all, is Yukiko-san inside that place?
Sorry, but there is a reason we thought that.
Oh yeah? What?
Well, we thought people show up on the Midnight Channel because they're already over in that world. I mean, it makes sense, right? People show up on TV because they're inside the TV. But Yukiko-san's still here in our world. We might want to see what this is about. All right, let's meet up at Junes after school.
Alright, going back to Junes. I feel like you explained to Chi in detail again about what happened last night.
Okay, I think that's more
I
than
feel like
enough about my
Yosuke has a
sorry
little bit of
escapades.
a bias,
If I
considering
hadn't
his dad's
seen
like the
place
manager of
firsthand,
Junes.
I'd never have believed a story like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Anyways, we need to know what's going on inside. Yeah. Too bad there's so many customers around. I forgot there's a sale in the electronics department today.
How? By talking to that Teddy guy?
I got it. Come here a sec.
I feel like that's
Try sticking your
suspicious to
hand in
say
and
if
calling
we
him
weren't
over.
like in a public
I
department
bet that
store,
bear's
but
wandering around the entrance anyway.
Still never sounds great
Hey,
regardless
Chia,
of the context.
stand over here. Make a wall with me.
A wall?
You tried beckoning Teddy over. Something bit you.
What's wrong?
Shh! Not so loud, you idiot! Dude! Is that a bite mark?
I
Are
feel like
you
that's when you like
okay?
swing through the TV. Let's do I'm fine. But it reminds me
That's
there's
good.
like those
Sheesh,
fail
that
compilations
stupid
where it's a
bear
woman
must have
hiding
done
in
it.
the shower behind the curtain to
Hey,
like scare her
you.
boyfriend. She
We
kind of
know
like
you're
makes a
in there.
movement and the guy just like swings through and hits her. It's like, okay, this did not go well.
No, it's not
But
a
now
game.
instead of a shower curtain, it's
Can you
just a
sense
TV to
anyone
another
inside
dimension.
there right now?
Who's anyone? I'm a lonely little bear like always. This land feels so barren.
Got him.
Shut it! So there's no one inside? You're sure?
I'm not lying. My nose is running as good as ever.
I'm gonna go warn Yukiko anyway. Since she'll be busy this weekend helping out at the inn, I doubt she'd go anywhere alone. But still.
Yeah. You'll walk with her to school on Monday, right?
Sure, I'll go pick her up at her house.
Maybe we'll find out more on tonight's Midnight Channel. Cross your fingers that this is all just a misunderstanding. What's your cell number? I'll call you when I watch it tonight.
You exchange cell numbers with Yosuke. I'm kind of surprised it
All right,
wasn't until
don't
now
forget to
that we
watch tonight.
traded phone numbers, because it's been like 6 days of like hanging out every day. Was it really Yukiko who appeared last night? You need to watch the Midnight Channel again tonight. I mean, like, I guess it's 5 days, because the first day we got to town, we went home, that was about it. But I feel like if we're hanging out after school, like, every day for a week, we would
Looks
trade
like we
phone
found all
numbers
we're
by
gonna
then.
find here. And we've still got nothing that points directly to a suspect.
We don't even know if this is a homicide.
I mean,
Well, what else
especially
could it
with
be?
the mysteries
There's
with
no
the
way a
Midnight
body
Channel,
could
so you
end
can,
up
like,
like that
text
by
each
accident.
other at, like, right after midnight and be like, whoa,
I
did
know.
you see what happened? Rather than, like, whoa, it's
We
Yukiko
haven't
from
found the
school.
cause of death
Guess I'll
for the
talk with
first
Yosuke
victim.
when I see him
We got
tomorrow.
a second one just like it. If this is a murder case, there's no doubt we're dealing with a single perp. But if that's true, what the hell's going on?
You know, I thought at first this all spun out of that love triangle.
No, that singer, Misuzu Hiragi, has a solid alibi. She was performing overseas, and her phone records prove it. And remember, the only reason the scandal went public was because Hiragi herself broke it to the media. No one would put themselves under suspicion that way if they had murder on their mind.
Got a point there.
Same with Taro Namatame, her husband. No matter how much we shake him down, nothing links him to the murders. He's been working in the city for the past 6 months. Seems he was here recently because of the scandal, but he was swamped with work back home at the time of the incident. There are eyewitnesses and other evidence placing him at his office the night that Mayumi Yamano died. And we can't find anything that shows Yamano making contact with Namatame before or after her disappearance.
You hear Namatame's career has also been killed stone dead? He's been fired from his position as secretary. He's practically as much of a victim as the Yamano girl.
Yeah, I agree. Then we have the second case, regarding Saki Konishi. She's the one who discovered Yamano's corpse. I don't buy the killer shutting her up as a possible motive. She was killed well after she reported the body, and the culprit didn't hide her. It's like they were meant to be found. The only other connection is that she attended the same school as the daughter of the inn where Yamano was holed up. But that hardly points to a motive. And coincidences like that are common in a town as small as ours.
Yeah, I heard about that angle on the news too.
What? Is the story about the inn out already?
Okay, I got it. How's this? Maybe there was something about the corpse that only Saki Konishi knew, and our perp killed her to keep whatever it was from leaking out.
Either way, all we can do now is keep investigating anyone involved with the victims. Our perp. It has to be someone in Inaba.
Oh, is your detective's intuition at work?
Alright, that line seems to, like, really bother
Welcome
Dojima
home.
more than I expected. Welcome back. Alright, it's probably gonna tell us to leave her alone again. Absorbing the quiz show, you should leave her alone. Classic. And she's watching that quiz show again. Let's see if there's any food today. And let's see if we can actually leave our house this time. It's raining through the night again. You should go back to your room and check the TV. So let's go ahead and save. And then we'll watch TV. We're probably gonna have like a cutscene go on and then transition to the next day. And then we'll call this stream there. But for now, it's raining through the night again. We should watch the Midnight Channel tonight too. Watch it in your room. Let's see what's going on with the Midnight Channel tonight. It's raining tonight. Will something appear on TV? Let's go ahead and find out. Also, another little subtle product placement, calendar for Persona 3.
Good evening! Tonight, Princess Yukiko has a big surprise. I'm gonna go score myself a hot stud. Welcome to Not a Dream, Not a Hoax. Princess Yukiko's hunt for her Prince Charming. And I came prepared. I've got my lacy unmentionables on, stacked from top to bottom. I'm out to catch a whole harem, and the best of the lot is gonna be all mine. Well, here I go.
Yeah, not the most comforting thing to watch, considering she's a high school student. I feel like this is the fantasy of that newscaster that's like, oh, teenager? That was definitely Yukiko on the Midnight Channel just now. See, good thing we exchanged phone numbers.
Hey, did you see that? That was Yukiko-san for sure. It looked like her, and I mean, she even said her name. But didn't the the stuff she was saying sound weird? And she looked like she was on some low-budget TV show. Was it like this before, too? What's going on?
Let's see. Let's go ahead and calm down for the moment, figure out a plan.
Okay. We need to get in touch with Yukiko-san first. Crap, I don't know her number. Oh yeah, I can just call Chie. Tomorrow's Sunday, so let's meet up at Juness first thing in the morning.
You promised to meet up with Yosuke tomorrow. You decide to go to bed early tonight. I mean, it's already past midnight. What's early? Like, what's late then? Well, alright, so we are on to the next day, so I'm going to call it there, and thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow.